Paul, what was the first thing on your mind after watching the Seahawks play last night?
Hopeful. My first thing was, boy, I really do. We can run the football. That was my first comment. I go, and it's a scheme, and they're bought into it. And I think they have the bodies up front that the scheme works. And so, that outside zone running, just watching Zabel. Really, I thought all five of the linemen. You had Abe Lucas was in there the first couple series. I thought Anthony Bradford looked better, Ola Timmy's, and certainly Zabel. And even the Jones kid was good playing left tackle. But what it allows us to do is, with Zabel, is just use some athletic ability. He is good at hooking. He's not a perfect rookie yet. He's got, a lot of improving to do, and he's going to be a fantastic football player. But that outside zone, we saw it. It allows so many things to happen. And that, you got the defense chasing wide. And if one guy's just not perfect defensively, there's huge lanes there to run through. And, that's what San Francisco does. And that's why McCaffrey's so successful. And then you mix in the inside zone part of it, and you get these double teams, and you're not sure if it's going to hit onside or backside. And, again, there are some big seams there. 7 out of 10 times. Every once in a while you get a no run, but there weren't many of them. And so when you run for 170 yards with just being basic, that's really encouraging. And so I saw the offensive line. They were just light years ahead of last year. That was, that's what I wanted to see. And it's there. And then you look, the other one is, you go watch play action last year, and even a little bit, I didn't really see Geno Smith. I think he threw it 3 times, so I didn't see much. Geno Smith literally did not play action. He didn't do it. I mean, he just said, yeah, I know we got to play action pass. I'm not going to play with my back to the defense. I'm not even going to give an attempt to fake it. You go watch this game. Oh, no, there were some good fakes, and it was right off some key runs. And you go watch where their linebackers were. They were 2 steps moving towards the line of scrimmage, and then they had to turn and bail. I mean, that's what we're looking for. So it's a preseason game, but really encouraging. I thought we were physical. We've got talent up the you-know-what, because you go look some of these running backs, 4 or 5 deep, and I'm going, man. I go, this guy's an undrafted free agent from Missouri State. He's 6'2", 218, and he looks like an all-pro guy. So very encouraged after that first game.
What was your feeling? The guy that there seems to be a lot of bubbling hype about is Tory Horton out there. He had 7 targets last night, 3 catches, 31 yards, and a touchdown where he had that nice spin move. What was your takeaway for him?
Electric. He's the first one I wrote too. He is, you want to see it, in the NFL. You want to see him versus other NFL players, not just practice. And obviously college, we didn't get to see him a lot because the knee injury. But the guy's 6'2", almost 200 pounds. That kind of shocked me. So he's not tiny, but he's definitely the quickest wide receiver we have. His footwork. I don't think. Yeah, one was on the punt return. I think one was on his very first catch where he made a couple guys miss, and he probably went 2 yards initially and ended up about 7 yards on the play. And I just went, wow. I go, that is an explosive wide receiver. He seems to catch everything. He loves the game. He has a chance, and hopefully this is the case, to be one of the steals in the draft, because to get him in the 5th round, as electric as he appears, that's good. And actually, if you go and look at all the rookies, I was going through and marking my notes from last night and early this morning. They all played well. I mean, Arroyo played well. He's definitely got to work on his blocking, and I don't think he's going to be lined up, tight too often and us running his way. But we have other ways to do that. I think with Oots, I like him. He was only in 8 snaps, but the 8 snaps were all pretty positive, both in the run game and in the pass game. So I wasn't complaining about any of the rookies. I thought they all did what we thought they were going to be, and they're all unique players that are going to help this team.
Hey, I totally agree with you on they never sold play action. they just kind of went through the motions. And they do the same thing on defense. They're very disciplined, as far as you can't really tell who's going to rush and everything. But I thought the one play, the read option with Jaylen Milroe got me really excited just because he sold that. I mean, I think he had, he put the football in the running back's stomach, and he kind of held it for an extra beat before he was down, backed up on the goal line on that play. But I mean, I'm not saying that he's going to get 10 snaps a game or anything, but as far as like his handwork and his footwork and everything, he's looks like a magician, man. I mean, I really think his ball skills are great in that area, and I was very pleased to see him play as well as he did.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a ways to go still, learning to be in the pocket and throw on time. He's still waiting for the guys to come out of their break and make sure they're open. That's going to happen. But the arm strength's there. He was 6 for 10. He missed on one throw where he was rolling out on that 1 4th down and 1 play. But other than that, I mean, he did some really good things. I think the other thing where I'm so impressed with him is he has all the tangibles. We know it, right? He can jump out of a building. He's fast as anybody in this league. He's got great size. He's got a cannon for an arm. I think he's actually accurate. He's just going to have to be accurate from inside the pocket with timing, and that'll come. But it's those other things, those intangibles. I mean, did you guys listen to his press conference? I mean, the guy just commanded the room. He is so polished, very mature. I think coming partly from that Nick Saban Alabama system, it prepares guys for the NFL, both on and for the most part, off the field too. So he's a leader with a lot of talent, and maybe he's 2 years away, maybe he's a year away, maybe this year they find some packages that are dangerous. But I think we saw what we wanted to see last night, and it's going to be fun to watch him develop.
Yeah, and hopefully he's not jumping out of any buildings, Paul. He can jump over them, but not out of them. That would be bad. But
no. Well, he probably could though. He could probably land and spring and go. Yes, he can do it all.
He's like a cat. Yeah, he just land on his feet and keep running. Quickly, before we let you go, was there anything you saw, or more importantly, didn't see that you're looking at in the next game?
No, I think what I want to do is just see scheme offensively. I was watching Kubiak as well, just to see how he was, communicating and working his play sheet. He seems to be in sync. I really liked what Coach McDonald said afterwards, is that their communication is so much better with coaching than last year. Again, I don't know if that just means that there's a coach or two that just didn't want to communicate, but I think having your guy, I mean, he hired Kubiak. It's his guy, his philosophy, on the same page. It's critical when you're running an organization. And so I just think they all feel great, and they want to keep improving on their cadence and what they're doing. But no, defensively I could go and talk for a while about that too, but they're just farther ahead this year than last year. The talent's better. It's younger, and they just got to keep getting better every day. I am really excited for this team, though. It's just there's something about them, and I can't wait for them to compete on opening day against 49ers.